radio host there, Mark.
Yeah. You're using proper equipment and microphones and a webcasting like a real man finally.
Yeah, I mean, you got to do it once in a while, you know?
Yeah, and none of this. I'm in my truck and waiting for my son's basketball practice end. You know what? When that happens, when I hear that, I hope he twists his ankle.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, and he earlier he's like, "Oh, I've had a few drinks in me and I'm in full." Like you've never done a podcast with a few drinks in you, huh, buddy? Huh? Huh?
It's not so much the alcohol, it's the food.
What's the matter? You're full of food all the time. Look at you.
Well, that is true. I can't argue
Yeah.
that. You got me there.
I've ate it a little bit. What did you? So you had some traditional corned beef and cabbage, right?
Chinese food.
No, you traitor. You fucking traitor.
Do you ever get full? Do you ever eat?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
eat all the time. I eat all the time. I eat like once or twice a day, and I eat a big meal and all that kind of shit. I
Like
mean, I'm at 180. That's big for me. Big boy weight for me.
like a real Coke addict, one meal a day.
That's what some kind of these comics do.
Yeah.
Are you a guy where you can't have a big? I mean, I don't like to have a big meal before I get on. Some of these people, they don't like to have any food until after they're set, like a fucking crazy person. Are you one of those people?
A snack. But I've gone up when I've had a huge meal. Like one time I went to a coworker's house, and I don't know if you've ever been to someone's house, but they keep giving you food. And like you see that I'm about to be pre-diabetic. Are you trying to kill me? Do you hate me? The guy kept giving me food, and then I went to go do a show, and I was just up there like brain dead, like, Israel sucks, right? You know?
I had a beer, the beer tacos where you dip the fucking
Oh,
taco in that shit, you know?
come on. Yeah, of course.
Yeah. I had a beer burrito in Bakersfield and I had the shits and I take a shit. I was burping and I had to take a shit before I got on, and then I had to take another shit after I got off. But I didn't take a shit on stage though.
That's good. You might have gone viral for the first time though, if you did.
It's not worth it. It was a club. It was the well.
That's true. And if people love it, that means you gotta take a shit every time you perform on stage.
You don't want to be known as that guy.
No, you don't want to be that guy. Like, oh my God, did you see him tonight? He really exploded. It was awesome.
Hey, folks, I'll do the intro since you didn't do it, Mr. Professional Podcaster Guy.
Part
Uh,
two,
it's part two of the Alex Woody podcast called, what is it called? Midnight in the Bay or Podcast in the Bay?
Midnight in the Gay.
Midnight in the Gay. And I'm Marc Maple. And we did a very short one. And it's St. Patty's Day. And we've both been drinking. You've had a few, and I've had a few. This is how you should do podcasting, in
All
my
right.
opinion. Cheers. Salute.
Mm. Let me ask you, have you ever had a black and tan?
Dude, those were the best. Remember Mississippi Mud back in the day?
Oh my God, that beer in the jug thing.
Yeah. It was great because you'd be halfway done, you go whoo, whoo, blow into it and have. I miss that fucking beer. I can't find it anywhere anymore. Yeah, half a pilsner and a porter, black and tan. Those are the best.
You really blew in that thing, huh?
Yeah, you trying to do a lame ass sex joke? Go ahead, do your fucking lame ass corny fucking blowjob joke. You hack. You
Hey,
hack. You hack.
you know how someone's gay
Wow, they're sucking dick and taking the ass.
when they're sucking dick and then blowing on a beer bottle.
Yeah, I think that's just a good time. Okay, what's wrong with that?
I mean, honestly, I don't know how to play an instrument, so if I had to grab an instrument, it'd probably be like a bottle to blow on.
I think it'd be Jordan Kirchner's dick. Nah,
Be
you know,
fun.
I made fun of you. I made fun of you for making a homophobic like fucking joke, and then I did a lame ass one right afterwards, just like an asshole that I am.
That's
Wow.
why I love you. That's why I love you.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So, anyways, we're here. We're queer. and we're ready to steer this podcast into the ground. What's going on?
Yeah, yeah. You got a nice room there. That's a really I like the borders or what the hell around the room that you got there. You can tell that's a nice home you live in.
Yeah, we're renters. I didn't do it.
Oh, okay, never mind. You're just renting the fucking plaza. Okay. I thought
Indian,
you owned the place or some shit.
Indian.
Hmm?
The old Indians did this. This is the Indian style. I think they call it Middle Eastern.
Oh, okay. I get mixed up with Indians all the time. I don't know who's Indian anymore. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the worst when you call a black guy an Indian. That's the worst. They're like, "Excuse me, motherfucker." Okay, sorry. I thought you liked Aladdin. I don't know. Um,
No. Yeah, what were you up to this weekend? I had a crazy. I got my favorite bomb
oh
story of
yeah.
all time now after this weekend.
Well, you know what? Before we get into that, I'll tell you this, and I don't know if you've ever dealt with this.
Let me tell you something. Yeah.
So I was at my son's basketball game. He's got the worst coach. This guy doesn't even coach the team. He's like silent on the bench. And at one point, I'm so frustrated. I might have had a couple in the parking lot. And I go,
Like a good father, you had a few in the parking lot.
put money on the game.
Was it a game or was it just practice?
No, it was a game
Okay.
and
Exhibition or was this a real game?
real game,
All
and
right.
they're
It all
doing
counts
bad.
here.
They're
It
doing
all
bad. And
yeah.
I just kind of say out loud, like, fucking coach. You know, we're paying $800. You know what I mean?
What?
And
What do you mean you're playing? You're betting on your son's game?
yeah, I got 800 on this. You know, he's got to make that the -1, you know.
All
So I got him favored. But anyways, my mom is next to me, you know,
right.
and she
Yeah.
goes, Alex, don't swear. And I'm like, even as an adult, even as someone that pays his own rent, pays his own bills, my mom still steps in. Have you dealt with that still as an adult?
No, I mean I'm not a drunk at my son's basketball game saying fucking coach in front of everybody. I think no, I've never dealt with that before. No. And then
No,
my mom
with your parents like telling you, like shaming you basically as an adult, like you're a child.
I mean, it's a sore subject because my father's dead, and then my mom is schizophrenic. So nah, I haven't had to deal with any of that shit. No, unfortunately, no. One's dead, and one's kind of gone already. So no, not yet. No.
Kind of jealous. At that moment, I wish my mom was schizophrenic.
Oh, I just like you're like, hey, the audacity of my fucking mom
Yeah.
telling me to not drunkenly cuss at the basketball
Well, it's
coach.
embarrassing. I'm an adult, you know what I mean? So, which by the way, this my mom gave me this picture today. This is me at 11.
Let me see.
Look how chubby I am.
Whoa, fuck, she was hot. Holy fuck.
Hey, that's my mom.
Dude, holy shit.
Does she look Asian?
Fuck.
Does she
That's my
look,
type, dude. I'm not even kidding.
does she look Asian to you?
She looks fucking hot and full figured.
Okay.
She's got a great tan. Holy shit. I bet she's still hot. How old is she?
Like 65?
I bet she's still fucking smoking. She's not 65. I bet she's like 43. She, she's a smoke show in that picture, dude. I'm sorry. I hate to tell you that.
If she was 43, she would have had me at 8.
How old is she in that picture? I can't even. It looks like a picture in the I don't know late '90s. It isn't even. It looks newer almost. You stole that picture from another kid, didn't you?
Um, so this is 2001. But look at how fat my face is.
2001. So what are you're my age, right? You're 35 or 34, right?
Yeah, 35.
All right, you're my age. So that was 2001. Yeah, lower it down. We can't see it now. You fuck. Put it pan out, damn it. All right, close enough. Yeah, right there. Yeah, dude, in that white dress, she's full figure too. I hate to break it to you, but god damn.
Well, this just got weird. You got a picture of
Sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry if your
for your
mom in the
mom.
year 2001 was a fucking smoke show.
Was your mom hot in 2001?
Yeah, kind of. She looked all right. She looked all right. I always saw people checking around and shit.
Full
So
figured?
yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Eh. I mean, it's okay. I mean, it's better than her being a fat dumb bitch, you know. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You don't want to be married to my wife for sure. But hey, but hey, you know what though? I felt bad for my brother because I got a brother that was 10 years older than me.
mhm.
And so she was like 20 when she had him. So she was even younger when his friends were coming over.
Oh
And
no.
yeah,
Yeah.
so I never really experienced that. At least my friends didn't say I had a hot mom.
They were your friends were fucking gay. I mean, that is
No, no,
good.
no, no. We had a friend who was Korean, and we'd all talk about his mom. OMG, dude.
Yeah.
So show. We would just hang out with him to see the mom. He'd be like, "Oh my God, you guys are so cool. You keep coming over." I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah. Yeah. That's right.
They're like, he's like, "Why aren't you playing video games? And why are you watching my mom do the laundry?"
I don't know. I just want to go there to watch Master Chef and then not Master Chef. What was the old show on the Food Network? There was a really Japanese dubbed in show. Help me out. What was it called? It wasn't Master Chef. It was called something else. Or was it called Master Chef?
I think it was
Mm,
called COVID.
it wasn't called fucking COVID. God damn you, fucking. God damn you,
I
Woody.
don't
Anyway,
know, but yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was interesting. I'm glad we didn't have camera phones back then because I would have gotten some ass shots for sure. I would have been on the ground. Why are you trying to upskirt my mom?
was the Korean kid or whatever? I don't know what nationality you said. We'll say Korean. Was the mom like full figured? Was she nice and tight? Was she just thin and
Nice and tight, and I think she had fake tits because they were huge. You don't see a
nice?
lot of Asian chicks with double D's. They're close to F's.
Yeah, yeah.
Is
Well,
F
that's.
after D, right? A B C D E F G.
I don't think there's
E
an E cup.
E E comes
Is
after.
there an E cup, or do they skip over that?
I think
You
they
know?
might skip. I mean, I'm not a connoisseur, but I think they do skip
Yeah, I think they remove the vowels.
because we know a lady who's got F's, and just looking at her, I'm like, these are D's that went to F's. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Well, I mean, I'm sorry to comment on your hot mom, and I bet she's still not bad looking. And I don't doubt her, and I think it's right for you to tell you when you're drunkenly and surly at your kids' basketball practice. I also like you post video of like your kids doing like sports and shit. I always like that. I think that's kind of cool.
what's funny is I get more likes when I post those pictures and videos of my son playing sports than I do of my comedy.
Yeah.
You know, it's
I mean, everybody's tired of these fucking stupid comedy clips that ain't worth a fuck. So I don't blame the masses for going, all right, cool. His kid's fucking scoring a layup. That's kind of cool. Oh,
yeah.
look. Oh, look. He did a double play. That was pretty good. What a glove.
That was the other frustrating thing about the basketball game. Let me show you this. They're playing a team, and they're fifth and sixth graders. Okay, so my son's in the red, and I'm gonna show you the kid he had to guard.
All right, all right. What's your kid? What grade is he in?
God, hang on, maybe it's too bright.
What's your what
He's in
grade is
fifth
your
grade.
kid?
He's in fifth grade.
Fifth grade, and that's a fifth grader. And what the fuck? He's got to hustle. He's got to hustle to fucking defend
See
that
how big
ball.
that kid is.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, that's bullshit. He probably scores a lot of threes. He's like
Oh,
Hedo.
I was
He's probably
yelling.
like he's probably like Hedo Turkoglu back in the day, you know?
I was asking the ref, birth certificate. I was yelling at birth certificate. You know what I mean? Like, and he looked a little Puerto Rican. Look at that. Look how huge that kid is.
Yeah,
It's
that kid's a fucking liar.
grade.
Remember when Miguel Tejada lied about his age when he was on the A's? He played on the A's when he was 16 years old. He fucking lied. He said he was 21. He was fucking
Are
16.
you serious? I never knew that.
Yeah, Yeah, look at it. He lied about his age. He was
Oh
underage
my
when he played
god.
on the Oakland A's. It's fucking crazy. Yeah,
That's a fucking movie right there, dude.
that's good. That's some good shit right
Did you
there. I
see
don't.
did you see that movie Ricky Stenicki?
What the fuck is that? Nah.
Oh, do you have Amazon?
Yeah, I do. Is it a new movie?
Yeah, John Cena's in it. It's a comedy.
All right. I
Oh,
avoid all I avoid all modern day comedies because I've been, burned in the last 20 years by bad
no,
comedies.
this hey dude, this one's worth it because I feel you the same way. Like there's hasn't been a lot of good comedies, and this one
All right, Ricky
oh,
Sinicki on Amazon. All right,
Amazon.
I'm gonna hold you to it.
John Cena steals the whole thing. But what's funny though, too, I'll warn you, I have a bunch of friends that thought this was great, but then I told a comedian about it, and he watched it, and he's like, "That's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever seen." He's like, "That was dumb comedy," but I like dumb comedy.
Oh fuck! It's the worst comedy movie I've seen in forever. From a great comedian that directed and wrote it was Bad Dads, directed and written by Bill Burr. Did you see that one?
I saw it, but I was so out of it that I kind of liked it.
Oh fuck, dude! It was like the worst. Like, I think a lot of famous comedians they do like their first 10 minutes and they start off on going, "What's the deal with this cancel culture?"
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, they're trying to cancel all of us." And it's almost kind of like, "Where the fuck have you guys been in the last 15 years? Yeah, we know about you, asshole. We know it's a
Yeah, I could see
deal."
that. I could see that point. I can see that. He's a little redundant, you know.
Behind the times, don't you think? Like you're trying to educate us on this political correctness. Like, yeah, I know, I'm privy to it. You asshole, I know. I do comedy in Sacramento. You fucking asshole. I fucking know.
So we need to get Mark laid. I think that's where's your
I'm seeing,
girlfriend? Is she under
I'm
the
seeing,
desk?
I know. I look. I hate political correctness and cancel
Right,
culture like
right.
the rest of us.
No, I feel you on that.
But
Ricky Sinicki's nothing like that.
all right, go, go, yeah. I was very annoyed. I hated that movie last
You
year.
like
I thought it was an
like that
abortion.
comedian Andrew Satino?
I know of him, but I don't know of his stuff too.
He's like a redhead dude. He's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to see stand-ups that don't really act, that are kind of coming up, knock it out of the park. So yeah, check it out. Next time I see you, you're gonna be like, "You're a piece of shit. I want to fuck."
I know I'm gonna say you're a piece of shit.
That movie sucked. I want your money.
I say it regardless every time. Like, hey, you piece of shit.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. That's true.
I need to take it out on somebody because everyone else is uptight and insecure. So if I see you, I'm like, hey, you fucking piece of shit.
Oh, I love when people roast me. You can't be insecure in comedy, dude.
Oh, they all are. They all are. You know that.
Now, I'll tell you this. One thing that it's taken me a little bit to get over, and I'm not fully over it, but
You have a small dick? Yeah, I know. You got over it. It's fine.
no, I got over that 20 years ago.
Uh,
I went to an all black school, dude. Trust me, I had to get over it quick. What the fuck you call that? You still be friends with me? But that's why I made friends with that Korean kid. He had a similar situation down there. We were like rush hour at this black school, and they loved us. But anyways,
hey, Rush Hour still holds up. I don't care what anybody says. Still not a bad
never touch
movie.
a black man's radio. I love that line. That's the only line I remember. Beach Boys. What was I gonna say?
Who cares?
Yeah,
Oh, what am I over? You said, you know what? I'm over finally. This is what I'm
people
over.
that don't book you.
People that don't book you? Yeah.
Because there's always going to be the people that don't like you or want to give you the chance, you know, and you got to say, fuck it. I'm going to find my own shows. Even if I go to Bakersfield or fucking Wisconsin, I'm going to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's always some people that will fuck with you, and then they'll go, all right, I kind of like the cut of your jib and what you do, so come on over. I'll put you on a thing. You're cool. I like you.
Right.
And then there's some people are like, yeah, I like you. I'll put you on something eventually. And then there's some people that are just like, you know, and
Well, the worst is when they're like, yeah, I only book like good comics. I'm like, I've seen you bomb, you know?
ooh, they're that cold to you? Oh
Oh
man,
my
that's
God.
fucked.
Yeah, I've had bookers tell me, yeah, you're not ready yet.
Ooh, that's
Yeah.
rough.
Oh, you go for it, dude. Sometimes you hit up, Madison Square
Gardner is Madison Square
Garden, and
Gardner,
yeah,
and he's just like, you don't have the blades yet, you know. I
you're
saw
too
you
legal.
trim
You're too
around.
legal.
I saw you fucking try to edge the lawn. You fucked it all up, and you're just not
Dude,
ready for it, kid.
dude, that's tough. I worked for a tree trimming company for like a week. And by the end of it, it was so tough. I don't know if you've ever done this to get out of something. I pretended to be injured. I was like, yeah, I hurt my ankle. I don't think I can work the rest of the day. And
That's a hard job because you sweat your balls off gardening and mowing lawns. Like that's hard work. I mean, it sounds easy, but it ain't. It
it, this,
ain't.
this was tree trimming where I had to collect the branches that fell. And then like this last one where I was like, I'm done. I had to like climb up a hill and take it to the truck. And I told them I hurt my ankle, and they made me sit in the truck the rest of the day. And I was like, this sucks.
That's easy for you. You probably just drunk. You know, you probably had a flask out and just drunk in the truck.
Yeah, no, it was great. I did karaoke by myself. I passed out, but it was before like, videos on your phone and shit. I'm listening to the radio, The Bone, KMEL was a
I
boogie.
fucking yeah, I know that station. It sucks too. That's a lot of like Five Finger Death Punch and Papa Roach. They think that's the good music that people want to listen to.
Cut my life into pieces.
By the way,
My last resort.
that's their best song. The rest of the Papa Roach, everything is garbage. I think that's the least ridiculed band that deserves it, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that first album was good. The first album in 2000 was fine, and then everything afterwards, they were chasing some kind of trend. Anyway, enough
Oh
about my
yeah, no,
fucking.
no, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, let's dive deep into so yeah. Yeah, I don't know what to say.
We went on too many tangents, and
I
it
mean,
caused you to short circuit.
what's going on here?
You've lost train of
What the
thought.
hell happened? What the heck?
You were talking about gardening and branches and shit.
Right.
Yeah. Hey, that's good shit. Don't you make fun of fucking Static X. That's some good shit.
Yeah.
Although I will say they're the worst band to listen to before getting on stage because I would try to amp myself up before
Yeah.
getting on stage and listen to them, and it would go way too far, and I'd be like, and I just speed through my set without any pauses, and it'd just be a train wreck.
Yeah, amping yourself up too much for a set is disastrous. I've like
Don't,
pounded 5 Red Bulls, aka did cocaine. Uh,
yeah.
and it's like like you said, I'm talking too fast. I'm pointing at people. I'm picking up the immigrant. I'm like, this is not me. What is going on here?
Yeah. I've learned the hard way. I've listened to too much Static X before getting on stage, and I just would be way too amped up and ramped up, and I didn't seem any at all natural, and I just speed through all my bullshit.
Right. You know
Which
what, you know what I like about you is I like that you stay in the pocket when you're on stage, no matter how it's going, no matter what's going on in the room. You stay in the pocket, my friend. And that's
like
admirable because a lot of people jump out or they go into something they know that works or.
I mean, I gotta get better with it. I gotta be more free flowing. I really want to be one of those comics that can just have jokes to rely back on, and I can go back to it and warm out of it. Those are the
That's
comics
what I do.
You do a pretty good job of that, I've noticed, where you do everything seems pretty fluid, no matter how well you're doing it, or even if it's not going great, you seem pretty natural and you kind of seem in the moment.
I think
Uh,
that's the best style of comedy, in my opinion, in the moment, especially in a show that's kind of smaller. You know what I mean? It's
Low
like,
stakes, who cares? Just do it. Just
well,
but
it's I don't know. It's like I don't. Do people like comedians just jumping right in the material, or they want to be a sense of being seen and comment on the room if no one's commented on it? You know what I mean?
I'm trying to find the best medium for that. I think
Yeah.
in Sacramento they often overly stick to the script and they do verbatim what they got to do.
Right.
That seems like a Sacramento thing. I notice more so than other areas.
Now let me ask you a question because this is why I kind of do what I do. There's been moments where my best joke that night or that set is just off the cuff.
Yeah, it should be fluid. I got to get better with that. I mean, I'm saying this, but I'm not my best. I'm not the best example of it. But I'm trying to get more just like who cares? Have jokes to rely on, but just be more fluid, go warm in and out of it, be a fun live performance. And
Right.
I got to get better at that cuz sometimes I get too tense and too uptight
Um,
and I seem too stiff and I just do verbatim the jokes. And that's when I'm at my worst is when I'm too worried about if
right.
people are going to like me or not.
No one
Uh,
wants to hear a robot.
Nobody does. We can all
Yeah.
tell, you know? We can all kind of tell. But when you're in the moment and you're live and you're just kind of fluid and with it, then everybody kind of loves that shit. And I think I mentioned last time, yeah, Cookie Williams and my boy Steve Eddy are my favorite people to watch when they're just kind of just free flowing. They're just kind of going with it and just doing it. And
Yeah.
I got to
Yeah.
get better with saying shit in between jokes and kind of that kind of shit. But again, we're always with these 10-minute sets, these tiny sets. Sometimes at these clubs, they give you 3 minutes. 3 minutes? What the fuck? What the fuck am I supposed to do in 3 minutes? So I think that's why everyone
I
tries to have
mean,
these most tightly written shit when it should just be different.
and there's clubs out there that, and I don't blame them. It's just their system where they give you, like you said, 3 or 4 minutes, and they're like, we want to tight whatever, and then the owner's not even there to see you. You're like, cool. I drove 45 minutes to do this, quick set that, maybe I did four jokes and three hit or two hit, you know what I
Mm,
mean?
mm.
So, anyways, yeah, it is tough, and it's just you got to play the game, and that's just how it is. But what I want to hear is your weekend because I noticed on the social media you went with Jordan Quantum Dick or whatever his name is. I love that guy.
Yeah.
And what I like about Jordan too is he'll do a show and like 30 minutes after the show he'll post a clip, and he's got subtitles. It looks good. I'm like, how
God damn, is he quick with that shit,
God, I'm
right?
like, dude, do you sleep? Are you a vampire? Like, what the fuck is going on?
He's all right. Well, yeah, let's so we did a casino gig in Winnemucca, you know,
Where the
and
fuck is that?
way past Reno. It's two
Like
hours.
north?
No, it's 2 hours east of Reno.
Oh my, in the middle of nowhere. I've been in deep Nevada. It's boring. It's like
There's
sand.
nothing. There's
Yeah.
no civilization. You're
Yeah.
driving by places like, what do they do here? Where do they go? Like, why? So we did this place in Winnemucca, good pay, got a comped hotel room. This sounds cool, Gonna
Yeah.
be doing more time. I'm excited about this. Big room and a casino gig. This sounds awesome. I can't wait for this. This is gonna be awesome. So we get there, and uh, so I found out afterwards uh, that at the casino, the majority of the people that showed up at the room, they were having a uh, a slot machine tournament.
Huh.
What the how who would join? Think about this: a slot machine tournament.
Just bored and alcoholic, smoking cigarettes, even though they had a tube in their nose.
What is the strategy of winning in a slot
Yeah,
machine tournament?
right. There is no strategy. They're just idiots.
So the host did his thing, and unfortunately, I found out after the show that the people there had been drinking since 6 a.m.
Oh my God.
uh I've been told afterwards, people were faded. Some people had to be escorted out. Some people are blacking out. They didn't know what the fuck they were doing or saying or where they were at.
That sounds
uh
like January 6th.
yeah. I found this out after. I was just getting my shit ready. I was looking
Yeah.
over my
Oh,
notes. I
you're
had to do
finding this out before your set?
No, after I found out all this bullshit. I knew there was a slot machine tournament going on, but I didn't really care, because I was going over my shit. I knew I had to do a longer set. I was set to do 25 to 30 minutes. So it was like, that's a pretty long set. So I was looking over my shit. And so the host goes on and does okay, but he also does a lot of fucking crowd work with these drunks.
Mm-hmm.
So he activates the drunk people.
Uh-huh.
And I go on, and it's my most catastrophic bomb yet. I walked 80 people. It started with 170 and it ended with 90. Walked. I'm not a guy who's proud about walking people, but I apparently walked 80 people.
What'd she say?
I was doing my jokes and they didn't like them. Apparently, I made a joke about a nearby town, and that made them all mad. I
Oh,
lost the room with that. And then I did my jokes about pedophiles and other
oh,
shit that you've heard here and there.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And they hated me,
Oh,
and
God.
I didn't like them. I went after them. At one point, I said, "Hey, people, you paid. You paid a. It was a free show. I was like, you guys paid what this show is worth, and that is absolutely nothing." And that got another table up and walked, and they just kept going and going. And
Uh,
it's my biggest bomb I've ever done in front of angry, drunken people that have been drinking since 6 a.m. doing a slot machine tournament.
wow.
And I completely butchered my last joke because I was so flustered. At one point, I was telling a joke and I was so mad. I was like, oh, 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 oh. I just kept leaning back because I was so mad.
And then you off stage and Jordan has to go on. He's like, great. I don't know why I
Yeah,
invited this autistic
Jordan,
guy that likes chubby kids' moms.
Jordan, he was just like, I'm having a panic attack right after I passed
Wow.
him. And then I flung my notebook and I took off my glasses. I didn't know where I placed them.
Yeah.
And I told the booker, I'm like, I apologize. That's never happened to me. I don't know what the fuck happened. And then Jordan, I didn't watch this. I heard about it afterwards. He did the most ingenious thing ever. He was like, okay, look, everybody. All right. All right. It's getting a little weird right now. Let's try to have a good time, okay? And let's all take a breather, okay? So everyone right now, join along. All right, let's breathe in and breathe out. Okay, let's go. He got into his joke and they were already with him. Also, they wanted me dead. But also I walked out all the drunken assholes.
Oh,
All of
so
them.
you kind of did him a favor.
Yeah, it was a great feature in that regard, right? I did my
I
job as a
love how
feature.
comedians and the most like we fucked up the most. We always find the positive though to keep us going. Like,
Well, guess what? I guess what? He had a fantastic headliner set. He had a killer 40 minutes.
so it's like, yeah, he's like, yeah, you're coming to every show. I want you to bomb. I don't want you to do good. I want you to bomb every time.
I was distraught. I didn't know what to do. I've never It was, I mean, it's such a big crowd. I'm not used to like big crowds like that, you know? That's one of the biggest crowds I've ever been
It
performed in
sounded
front of.
rough though, dude. Just how
Oh
you
yeah. Oh
described
yeah.
it. So, that happens. Sometimes you have to reset a room. One time I did that room up in the mountains, something saloon.
Is
Uh,
it Angel Lopez?
yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
I did his room, and these two old ladies were heckling every comedian, like, you suck, you stink. And some comedians, they won't even like mention anything to them. They'll just stay in their material. Hey, so yeah, I was at the grocery
Oh
store.
yeah, that's what happened. That's what happened to me a couple days ago. They literally they were yelling, "Next comic,
Right.
stop!" This was the worst one. Stop talking.
Yeah, you're like, oh, I feel like I'm with my family again as a kid.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're saying on the other comedians. I'm like, I'm not gonna put up with this. So I just fucking roasted them. I'm like, there were two old ladies. I was like, you guys need to get laid. And I was
I
like,
saw that clip. You're like, you know, you need black dick. That's what you
yeah,
guys need. You
yeah,
need Shannon Bell was on the guy in the
yeah,
show with you.
yeah,
You're monogamous, right? You need
yeah.
black Shannon Battle dick right
So
now. Dick down until you come, even though you can't even do it anymore.
right. So like after that, I mean, I don't know if you call that comedy or not, but like after that, I just harassed him. But they were bitches. But after that, the show I think went pretty well, and a comedian that went on after me like messaged me and thanked me. He's like, "Thank you, dude. Like you putting those women in place. They didn't say a word the rest of the show and went good.
It
So
was probably, I think, it was probably like a bunch of newer comics, like, ooh, they didn't expect that
right.
kind of shit. So,
Dude, I'm the
you,
type of comic that if the crowd is weird or drunk or there's a slot tournament or, a bakuka, a bakuki, whatever that word is, tournament, I'm saying something, I have ADD. Like I was doing a show the other day where this guy was talking to his girlfriend and I was talking about ADD and I was like, "Sir, are you paying attention?" He's like, "Oh, sorry. Yeah, I was talking." I was like, "Do you have ADD?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Yeah, I know, because you've been fucking talking." I mean? You
yeah,
could tie it in, and it got a laugh. You know what I mean? You could tie.
yeah,
It got him laughing too, and he shut up. And until he started talking again, 5 minutes later, I said, "Hey, listen, I
that
want to fuck your
motherfucker.
mom and shoot your girlfriend in the face." He's like, "What?" I was like, "Okay, I got you. Stop talking. All right."
Yeah. I mean,
Hey,
that's I think the thing is a lot of these comics they're like, "Oh, I want to be professional. I don't want to destroy the show. I don't want to cause attention to myself and ruin everything." But sometimes you have to address the craziness that's going on, you know? When
hey, let's take a pause because I gotta get another beer and I'm doing free Zoom and it's telling me I got a minute 30 remaining. So I'm gonna have to stop this and restart it so we can just continue a little bit longer. So let's do that. It'll give you time. Do you need to go pee?
yeah, yeah.
Okay, go pee and then I'm gonna send you a new link right now and I'm gonna grab a beer and we can continue this. Okay?
And exit, leave this meeting, leave the Zoom meeting right
Yeah,
here.
yeah, 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 yeah.